Here I am in nature, and I would like to tell you today about how I got involved in Reiki and in energy work. It was about 2005, and I was at a friend's house who had just put a pool cover on his pool, and I tripped over one of the wires holding the pool cover down and fell right onto the thing. Fortunately, the pool cover held me, but my leg, my right thigh, kind of crushed onto the side of this cement lip on the pool, and I really couldn't stand on it. I thought I had to go to the hospital, but I didn't. The next day, I ended up in the office of a local Reiki master who had asked me if I knew anything about essential oils and about Reiki, and I said I didn't know anything about either of them. So she said she'd like to use these things on me, and I told her just do what you want to do, and she had me on her table for about 45 minutes to an hour. When I got off the table, I could stand up on that leg, and about 80% of the pain was gone. So I went on my business trip, and my leg was much better, so it healed up very quickly. About a year later, my little dog was diagnosed with irritable bowel syndrome, and I called up this Reiki master and said, could you fix my little dog? And she said, I'm very sorry, I don't work on animals, but if you come to my studio, I'll teach you Reiki, and you can Reiki her every day. And so I learned Reiki 1, and I loved it. And 3 weeks later, I became Reiki 2. About 5 years later, I had gotten an email from her, and she said she was doing master classes. And I said, gee, this is for me. I want to be a Reiki master. And I took classes from her, and I became Western or Yasui Reiki master. And shortly afterwards, I was still so excited about it being a Reiki master. She told me if I wanted, there were 3 more levels, Karuna Reiki Master 1, 2, and 3, and I took them. And soon after that, there was a man coming to the United States who goes on a world tour, and he teaches the pure form of Reiki, what's called the Jikiden Reiki. And I took levels 1 and levels 2 from him, and I took it 2 years in a row. I loved it. It's different from Western. It is, I use all of them. I use Karuna sometimes, I use Western, and I use Jikiden. I use all 3 of them. Remember, God is God, and Reiki is Reiki. So it's just a little bit different way that you address each of these forms and what you can do with them. So I'd like to leave you with that, and look at this little dog over here who has been benefiting from all of the Reiki that she's been receiving over the years.